I know it's a busy meeting, you got a lot of people going to do presentations, so it's going to be very, very brief. First off, I want to say hello. All right. I'm proud to have worked all these years to become your department commander. And believe me, you're going to teach me. We're going to teach each other a lot of things. No one knows it all, right? So I want you to know that right off the bat, I don't have all of the answers. Okay? What I will tell you, from the deepest parts of my soul, is my heart and soul is into this, and it is into you. Because everything you see me out there doing is going to be about you. This isn't about me. I want to have fun. We ain't having fun, then it'll be a pretty long year, right? We've been doing phenomenal. We just came back from the National Convention, and Florida rocked the charts. Yeah. All of you. They were literally off the charts. I want to say, last count, Dennis, 10 total? 10 national awards, including your very own Michael Gamble Rayburn getting Department Commander of the Year. Yeah. Now, some good news, okay, and this is where I want to ask you guys for a favor, okay? It's not going to take a lot, okay? You'll hear more of, I guess Bruce Carl didn't make it. He was going to be making it here. Okay, well, Bob Matson can follow up when he gets a chance. Our membership, right? We did, national, what usually happens on average, they average it, they're going to ask you to do 3% on top of your end of the year number, right? And sometimes, for some departments, that gets to where it's kind of like just dangling that carrot in front of the horse. They just don't make that, They try, not that they don't try. Florida overcame 11 years of a slump. Not only did we make that 3% goal last year, but we added 2% to that. Okay, so when we're saying 100%, that's counting the 3% that national will give you. So, for example, if we end up 102,000, that means that they would want us to do almost 106,000 this year, right? If I do my math right. And I don't have all the answers. However, when we went to the membership workshop, we have our new national commanders are a really reasonable guy, and we said we talk numbers. About everybody was getting that 3% thrown out and just taking it and going because they're used to that. Well, the extra 2% we got out of that 3, we got credit for that. So basically, it's 3% of what our year started last year. You get what I'm getting? So that extra 2% that we got is kind of credited into that 3%. So now, we need to gain 1% of what we ended the year with, not 3. And I think Florida's the only department that actually really talked the numbers with them. So we went to bat, because we know what we just overcame, and said, our people, they're catching their breath right now from what we've accomplished, what you've accomplished. And a little bit of something is a lot better than a whole lot of nothing, right? So it's win-win. National will get their extra 1,000-some members. We'll get an extra 1,000-some members instead of 3,000 members and all that extra work, because you did the work early last year. So what I'm going to ask you to do is let's make this. Now there's one award, only one membership award that we did not get, that Florida did not get. And this wasn't even during my year, but it's the one thing. And right now we are within range and can make it. We got 3 days till midnight Wednesday night. We need to make the 50% goal. Now we thought outside the box over the past week or so. We're calling up these DMSs, we're emailing, and guess what? For a lot of people that are afraid to make these phone calls, and I'll tell you, I've done cold call sales in the past, and I've sold roofing sealers and whatever and different stuff, and cold calls suck. They suck, even for a professional. Because you always get that one question you get caught flat-footed on, and so people are nervous about calling a stranger and trying to, and part of it's not knowing the product you're selling too, and that's something that goes into training when you know our product. I wrote an idea, pulled up some DMSs, some AD400s, and they had phone numbers listed in there. Texted them. Basic and simple. I just asked them, I like to transfer you into a local post. You already paid this year, it's no cost to you. And, you know, right now in the National Holding Post, you're basically in a national database with your dues, you're in no way helping Florida, but by coming to a brick and mortar. That's just a real basic, simple thing. Probably a paragraph. My first three, I was 3 for 3 within an hour. They said, yes, 55, yes, 239. So we did more. I went to 104 yesterday when I was sitting at Pinellas Park. I went around the corner and sit at 104 with the commander. Probably between the two of us, we texted 40 to 50, 16 more text verification, yes, transfer me to this post. Everybody looks at their phone all the time, and not everybody answers their phone nowadays. So what I'm going to ask you to do is think of these ideas. Make sure they bring something for verification, you know, a V on your driver's license, 214, retired ID card, things that guarantee their honorable discharge numbers. Then you'd be vetted, right? Send a text out, man. It's so simple. You can sit there in your car while you're in the drive-thru and send a text out. Whatever we can do. I'd like to see us do this because I know you can do it. What you have accomplished this past year, there's no way I'll ever think that it can't be done. We're right around $4 grand, but we've been averaging between $4,000 and $6,000 a week on an average, just doing what we normally do. So with these extra little tools to work with, I'm going to ask you to just reach in and come Wednesday night at midnight, Thursday morning when the membership report comes out. I'd like us all to be able to look in the mirror and say, you know what? Good, we made it. Or, you know what? We didn't make it, but it wasn't for lack of trying. So just try it for me. Give us 100%, and I bet you we'll make that 100%. It's that simple. You're always going to hear about membership, and you know that. But we can go to the volunteer thing. We complain about volunteers. We don't have enough of this, don't have enough of that. Got people running 2 and 3 positions in their post. Because you ain't got enough volunteers. Well, what do you think a member is? So it still comes back around to membership. All right? The Axles National. All the spokes in that wheel, there's our programs. That takes members to work, right? Where the rubber meets the road is that members that tie it all together. So look at it like that in that analogy. All right? My 3 words, keep it real. And my main 3 words, mentorship, train the guy coming up on you, the gal coming up on you. Show them the right way. Transition them in to carry this thing forward. Train. Open up that officer's guide. It's right there. You can't go wrong. There's a training module for everything. Through national, and we have a dynamic training team in this department that is willing to come at any request to come do training. And that's going to build the continuity of our organization to carry it strong and carry it forward. Mentorship, training, continuity. They all interweave because they all support each other. That's the thing this year, right? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Will y'all go out there and try that with this membership this week?
Yes, sir.
Give us 3 good hard days. That's all we're asking. Give us 3 good hard days, make this first goal. All right? We went from 41 to 46 in 3 days' time. %. All right? 3 days' time. And that was 2 days ago. So we might be past that by now. So we may only need a couple % at this point. We don't know until we get the daily tomorrow. Just like a runner, you run hard until you cross the finish line. Let's get through this, please. At least try. 100% gives us 100%. Thank you, guys. Keep it real.
Everybody, I ask this everywhere I speak. If you've never heard of Project Vet Relief or don't know what it is, not to embarrass you, could you please just raise your hand? Okay. That's awesome. Let me tell you why that's awesome. I felt as a chair I need to go around to all the districts and speak about Project Vet Relief and make sure. And what I find is some of the posts don't know, which means the information is not getting in certain areas, and I need to go talk to those areas. I need to go and push the initiative. The auxiliary, about half of them raised their hand. I just spoke in there a few minutes ago. They're going to help me. They're going to help Project Vet Relief. So here's the issue. Project Vet Relief lost a couple $100,000 last year in federal funding. It wasn't any fault of ours. What happened was we're kind of lumped in with a group of other veteran organizations that receive grant money. That money, they decided they wanted to allocate part of that money to veteran dental health. So because we don't have that program we don't offer that within Project Vet Relief, we lost a little bit of money. So it wasn't anything we did wrong, but that money needs to be replaced. We got to find that money somewhere. So that's where I'm asking you, if you're doing an event in your post, or the district, or you know anything going on, please invite us to come out. I'll bring a tent, bring a bunch of pamphlets, speak if you want me to or not, doesn't matter. But I'd like the opportunity to spread the word about Project Vet Relief and get some funding for us. There's two accounts within this program. One is the suicide prevention side of it, which you guys associate with Project Vet Relief. What most people don't know is the other account is financial aid, emergency financial aid. Because we could help these soldiers, these veterans, guardsmen, reservists, we could help them before they get so far behind they contemplate suicide. We can help them with financial aid when their car's broke, they can't take care of their family. It's a one-time thing, and we don't just give them money because they ask for it. There's a process. If they don't have a long-term plan, a short-term plan, we have to deny it. Because we're not just going to give that money to somebody that's not going to use it effectively. Now, what I'd ask you is, if you're going to donate to Project Vet Relief, would you please not write suicide prevention on there? The reason why is, if it says suicide prevention, we have to put it in that one account. That account gets funded very quickly because of the writers and the sons. It gets funded very quickly. The other account is depleted because we're helping so many people. Right now, we're so underfunded, and there's so many people requesting help that we're not accepting applications until October. We shut down taking applications, I think it was August 4th. There's just not enough. We can't help, and we just can't take in all those applications for them to sit on a desk. We try to find other funding or help for them. So please don't write suicide prevention on it. There's a committee and a board. Please let them decide where that money would be best utilized, because that's the best way we can help our veterans. So I want to throw out just a couple of stats real quick, and I'm going to get off of here, I promise. So in 2021, there were 6,392 veterans committed suicide. It's the second leading cause for veterans passing away under 45 years of age. The female rate is going up, and that's unacceptable. We can't have that. Suicide is preventable. Suicide claims more suicide claims more veterans than firefighters die in fires. Police officers die in crimes. People die in car crashes. Military pass away in combat. And believe it or not, more than natural disasters, war, and homicide combined annually. That's a staggering number, and we cannot have that. So I took a Zoom course here on National. Everybody knows what B1 is, correct?
Yep.
Okay, that's National Suicide Prevention Initiative, and it's a couple years old. Project Vet Relief is 11 years old. We're in our 11th year. Other departments are reaching out to us, asking us, how can we have this program in our department? And we're trying to help them and give them some advice and guidance, okay? So be proud of the Department of Florida. We're leading the way. There's an app, the Be the One app, you can download on your phone or your computer, and it'll walk you through. If you have a soldier or a veteran, you know somebody, even if they're not in the military or affiliated with the military, if you go to that app, it tells you what questions to ask. And you can do it right in front of them, tell them, this is what I'm doing. I'm concerned about you, let me ask you these questions. Because most of us in here, we don't know how to ask for help, or we don't ask for help. That's scary. So download that app so you know how to treat somebody if you feel they're in distress and need that help. Last thing I'm going to say is, Jan Farrington, everybody knows Be Kind, right? We've all seen that, the signs. So there's a story about a gentleman that decided he was hard on times, whatever, he was going to go kill himself, and he was going to walk out on the Golden Gate Bridge and jump. And he did. The suicide note that they found said, if one person smiles at me, I won't do it. I won't jump. So I'm going to ask you, be kind, be the one, do your buddy checks, make that phone call, that text, check on those your people, and just do everything you can to stop these numbers. On that, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
You want to put out the Columbia training?
I'm sorry?
Columbia University training?
That was, yes. So Columbia University did work with the American Legion and a couple of other organizations to do some online Zoom training. And that was where I actually got the app on the phone. They also have their own app, and then the Legion has their own. But it's very good training. It's about an hour, but it kind of explains everything. That's where I got a lot of these statistics and numbers from. But they're working with us, and if you see in the Legion link, they'll put that in there probably next month, I think, because the next training is the following month. But look at the Legion link. And check your Legion link. There's articles. All of us chairmen, we write an article about our program, what we're doing. My information's in there. There's good information in there and things that need to be put out. So check those articles in Legion link. Please read that. It's very important. Ask a question real quick. If you came across a veteran or a friend or something that you kind of was worried about, could you talk to them? Would you feel comfortable talking to them?
Absolutely.
Why? Just somebody, real quick, say out something. Why?
I'm an chaplain.
It might save their life. It might change their attitude and give them a reason to stop thinking about killing themselves. That's important. That's where be kind and be the one come in. Do what you can to help our fellow men.
Just real quick, I gotta share the story of a minute over. I was in Iraq in 2003, and to this day, I carry an AIDS card in my pocket.
Yep.
Anybody who's been to Iraq know what I'm talking about. We lost a lot of soldiers. And this hits home to me twice over. I've lost 3 friends and a fellow pilot in suicide after he survived putting a helicopter on the ground. And lastly, a few of us know here, not even a month ago, in our formation in this district, we lost a gentleman for that same reason. So if it doesn't get any closer to that, now you know.
My fellow Legionnaires, this is the 7th annual Teddy Bear Run. This is a district riders thing that we put on. We do a Teddy Bear Run at Galisano Children's Hospital down in Fort Myers. It's a district thing, okay? Here's the flyer, poster, whatever you want to call it. Last year, for those of you who do not know, was our best year. We delivered 2,900 and I was told 89 teddy bears to the hospital. It was our best year. First year we did it, we only delivered 12 or 1,300 teddy bears. During COVID, we couldn't give them teddy bears, but we did give you $5,000 in money. This year we want to try to beat last year, so I'm asking all the Legionnaire families. I've asked the auxiliary, the sons, and now I'm asking the Legionnaires. Every post, please look into donating. We have a company that we buy the teddy bears from that the hospital loves. It's called msteddybear.com. They're cheaper than buying them at Walmart. The other night, Commander Lloyd donated $1,500. Out of that $1,500, we'll probably buy about 600 teddy bears. Okay, from this company. Okay, you can go online, you can see how they work. They come in a box, already boxed, hospitalization that way, because they don't have to worry about it being dirty or being handled like people in a hospital. Kids can get them and not have to worry about being sick. All the commanders from every post that's here, or if your commander's not here, you're representing your post, please get a poster off of me and take it back, msteddybear.com, and wrote it on the back for us. That's 1. 2, oh, I'm sorry, the date is, I know you can yell at me, it's December 14th. It's the same date as Reefs Across America. It's the only date the hospital would give me. I had to take what I could get, so I took it. And I will pick them up. I will come to your post and pick the boxes up and bring your way. We do that. Secondly, we run a program here out of 103. It's not a Legion program. The program is called Reefs for Fallen Heroes. It originated in the Philadelphia area where I'm from. So what it is memorial wreaths for police officers killed in the line of duty. And it's sad to say that the 5 counties that we cover in our district down here, we got to build 49 wreaths. We've had 49 officers killed in the line of duty in our 5 counties. We do that December 1st, we put the reefs out. Okay? We put out, 9 reefs, Stan, we do here in Charlotte, and we deliver the rest of the reefs throughout the other counties we cover in our district.
One dog.
And 1 dog. Where I come from, a police dog is a police officer. Absolutely. It has the badge. Some people disagree, tough, okay? I'm sorry. We do the reefs here, we build the reefs here. You guys, I started this 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I went around to all the posts and I asked for donations. 8 years ago, you gave me enough money to do this for the past 8 years, and I still have money to do 2 more years. Build these, because you guys are so generous. So that's the other thing that I have going. Okay, and that is December 1st. We do it from here. If you're a rider, you get a patch. If you're not a rider, you join us, you get a patch. I don't have any coins to give out. Number 2 or 3, Commander, if I can. All right, Commander Lloyd, would you please meet me over by the flag? You'll get it. Commander, sir, 1 more minute, I'm out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Legionnaires, at the DCC meeting, I tried to have this made, but National Emblem Sales put his name on the plaque as Lloyd, okay, Eric. So I had to send it back and have it remade. So this wasn't there at the DCC for me to present it to Eric as the district commander from the area commander at the time. So as past area commander, sir, I want to present to you this as being my district commander and making my life easy as I was area commander.